Let's turn on our camera. Our microphone. That was so cute. I wonder what dogs be thinking. Cause Maxine, she just got off of her little pillow and then just laid on the floor and just like plopped on the floor. So surprise, hey. I said I wasn't gonna make a video today, but the phone charged. By the time I did all the texting and posting and stuff, the phone was charged enough for me to make at least one video today. So we're gonna do one video because that's what we normally do, but we'll be doing two a days. I told y'all down to the post and down to the IG stories that I got up early this morning. I got up early this morning, not intentionally, but it was like early. It was like 4:20 something, and I got up. I did all my stuff. I did all my stuff. And I was like outside, like, oh, I got time. You know what I'm saying? I was just outside, just chilling, whatever. Where's my water? There it is. And then I was like, all right, let's sit down. Let's make our video. Jaguar Wright was down to the damn Piers Morgan girl. The people are they don't know how to act. They're in the comments calling her crazy, just everything. It's the people are it's the comments for me. If I was a sociology professor, we would be talking about these comments, baby. We would be talking about these comments and people's perspective and then like trying to figure out like what is it about people? What is the programming that people want to protect famous people? Like people want to stick up for them. People want to victim blame. I think victim blaming is just like literally a literal automatic response. And I really feel like just the way that this United States, particularly the way that it was built, it's always been like blame the victim, right? The victim of this whole fucking structure, blame them in every situation. And that's why it's so weird when I see melanated people, because melanated people are considered the victims of this society, and you are blamed, right? Your ancestors built this country, but you're also this system calls you lazy. So like you're a victim being blamed for things that have happened to you, but then to actually like do it when you see like a woman being harmed or a child being harmed or somebody coming out telling their story, you're so quick to blame them for someone doing something wrong to them and acting as if the people doing wrong are incapable of doing the wrong just because they have a special talent or because they're black. That's the kicker for me. We would have to talk about all of that. How do you as a victim of society turn around and employ the same exact ideas and project them onto victims of abuse? So weird. It's a lot going on. I was like, I'm gonna come down here, hook or crook. We're gonna come down here and make at least one video.
I sponsor the now. I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you something.
At least one video. Also, the people in the comments talking about Cassie. Cassie reportedly hurt and disgusted by the baby oil jokes amid the Diddy S trafficking indictment. People in the comments talking about dry your tears with that 30 million. And at the end, and then that also leads to like you're the victim of something, you get compensated, right? Because that person was able to harm this many people because of his resources. So when a victim comes forward and is restored, the how else can you restore a victim of sexual or any kind of violation? How else? I always say the money you use to abuse is the money we're going to use to restore these people. So Puffy, I mean, there are men who don't even have 10% of a percent of his wealth and are doing the same exact thing to people, to women, to children. And it's always they're crazy, they're mad because they didn't make it in the music industry. I noticed yesterday that Capricorn and Farnsworth were both, quote, fired for stealing, right? So if you don't know, because there's cameras on all of the time, and I'm sure some of you've heard this tactic that is used a lot of the times, where there's a video, there's a surveillance all the time on people. So what will happen is they will put something in a pocket or a purse or something like that in a different room and ask the person to go get whatever it is out of the pocket, get it out, take it out. So they are seen taking something out of someone else's belongings or shipping something to someone else's house and then saying, "Oh, we caught you with these things," right? Or we caught you on surveillance stealing, right? We caught, like, so they're always going to be fired for stealing, right? So that if they try to get, like, Capricorn, if you try to go out and get a job somewhere else, they're going to be like, "Oh no, she stole from Bad Boy," right? Farnsworth, "Oh no, he stole from Bad Boy," right? Girl, when I tell you, I'm the reason why I'm saying this is because the people in the comments who have all this faith in people they don't know, like, literally ask a person, would they allow Beyonce and Jay-Z to babysit their child? And that will tell you the mindset of the person, right? If they say, "Yeah, I would let Beyonce and Jay-Z watch my child," those motherfuckers are strangers. You don't know them. You don't know them. They're strangers. I would never let Beyonce and Jay-Z watch my children. I don't know you. But you feel like you know these people, right? Because you enjoy their music, you see them post pictures and blah, blah, blah. You don't know nothing about these motherfuckers. Nothing. Nothing at all. That's why they tell you don't meet your heroes, right? And I think this is going to be the beginning. No, I feel like, well, I do feel like we're already in the midst of the people, like, untethering themselves from celebrity worship, and it's more and that's why they hate cancel culture, because cancel culture is just you being held accountable for being a fucking asshole or having a misstep somewhere. You're being canceled because of you're being held accountable, and they don't want to be held accountable. They want you to have the halo effect activated at all times, so that when they are operating in their shadow and terrorizing people for over 30 years, you are like, "They just lying. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe y'all are just believing everything. Go dry your tears with $30 million." And it's just like, once again, you just have to accept the fact that because you will never be that close to these people, there is a disconnect for you. So you're incapable of empathy towards their victims, but you prop them up and believe them and give them the benefit of the doubt. And that's why people keep getting re-victimized. And I mean, not re-victimized, people keep getting victimized because they're not believing. There's so much on the person that's actually sharing their story that nobody's going to believe them. So people are like, I'm not going to even say anything. I'm not going to say nothing. Nobody's going to fucking believe me because it doesn't matter. And then they'll be like, "Why'd you wait so long to come out?" If I came out and it happened the night before, y'all would have the same response. So it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. And there will always be those people, because I feel like that's just part of the balance of the ecosystem of things. There's always going to be people that are going to be okay with violence against children and violence against women and violence against men, and they're going to be okay with that. You have to, like Cat Williams said, you got to there's it's you hate to say it like that, but it's like there's God's side and the other side. You're on the side of the creator, the regenerator, the one that renews and restores, not the side that ends in death. That's not the side. Not the side where people are being harmed, right? their life experience is being thwarted because a person came in and just like violated them. And you have more empathy for the person who was violated than the person who actually victimized the person. And that's why it continues, because nobody's going to believe the person. Jaguar Wright has been in the music industry, and you don't have to be in the music industry for long to understand what the fuck is going on. She said everybody knew. When I tell you, everybody's a fucking witness. Everybody. So whoever you think is on them tapes is on them tapes. And don't let them be one of those guys like, Can I Get a Hug, Trey Songz, Academics, those type of hanger-ons that they would never have access to pussy if they weren't a part of the entourage, right? Because the entourage gets the overflow, right? But now you're in proximity to a man who actually drugs women, and so you don't really have to do any work at all. You can just rape them and go on about your day and then act like you get bitches. No, when you're like fucking lifeless bodies, a bunch of dogs. And I'm telling you, everybody sticking up, having empathy for the person, for a monster. You just watch them and just know what side you're on, and listen, and listen to the way people talk about that. Like I heard somebody saying, oh, they're going after Jay-Z, and I don't want it to feel like we're coming after black successful men. What did Cat Williams say? It's not about race. That's fake. It's not about race. And so when the people participate and the black ones go down, it's still not about race. It's still not about race. There are children being harmed. And you're going up. And then Jaguar Wright called in to Star's show. Remember Star and Buck Wild?
Appearance more so on the.
Oh, I remember Star.
Yeah.
And Buck Wild. I remember them.
That's me. So let's talk about your appearance. I'm saying you hit a grand slam in case.
You know.
And you remember they got fired. It was a show in New York. I forgot what station. I don't remember. But I know that Star and Buck Wild had a show, and they were often saying the most inappropriate things to people who called in, just absolutely disgusting things. Star and Buck Wild were always going against DJ Envy. One day on the radio, they got fired for this. One day on the radio, Star said that he wanted to put out, here, I'm just going to read it. DJ Envy and Star Buck Wild. Things got a little too real when for the loved ones of DJ Envy, who spun on Mrs. Jones' radio show, were hit with the stray shots during a crossfire. Hold on. Why are these pop-ups? During a crossfire with Star. I would like to do an R. Kelly on your seed. They were quickly fired from the station. He was chastising Jaguar Wright and saying that Jay-Z is of a different caliber. Yeah, all y'all are of the same caliber, the pedophile caliber. Yes, all of them. Girl, and that's why I don't like this thing where you like ignore the thing that's happening. This thing where everybody wants, like, I don't really want to say it, but I feel like I want to say it. Like this thing where y'all are ignoring. It's really important because I feel like a lot of women are in danger when it comes to being like in proximity to these men, because they will have sex with anything. There's something that they like, they're just locked in their lower chakras. And when I saw that story of that man who had sex with a 13-year-old girl, impregnated her and killed her because I guess she couldn't get an abortion. I don't know. But the fact that that same man had previous child assault charges on him, this is just a regular dude, y'all. just a regular dude in whatever city, USA, just a regular man. And he's looking for women, single women with daughters. Y'all, let me tell you something. If you have daughters, sons too, it doesn't matter. If you have children, it is these men you are bringing around your children, it's not safe. It's not. And I'm not trying to fear monger or anything like that, but intentionally watch the response of men and women to these cases. Watch how they're responding. Watch what excuses they are making. Watch them and stay away from them. They're not to be trusted. They're dangerous. And that's why it's so important. Like, I'm reading the comments and I'm just like, did you type this for real? Like,
You say it, nothing you.
this is Star
Piers Morgan show.
talking to Jaguar Wright.
Actually, I appeared on Monday. We filmed it, and it premiered today. Okay. See, what I find so interesting is, and the reason why I really came was because you have so much respect for Sean Carter. That's funny, because people that know who he really is doesn't, which makes you a fan. So what I want to know is this.
So that's Jaguar Wright talking to Star. Star is the person I just said those things about DJ Envy's daughter and trying to offer money to somebody to go find his daughter's school. This same man. So when you're listening to these men and they like, why do you want to go after Jay-Z? Why do you want to go after that? And they're the same. They are the same. They're the same. I'm telling you, it is so, these people are disgusting. All of them. All of them. Listen to some of the comments about Cassie. Cassie got $30 million. Diddy is in jail. His career is over. Get therapy, heal, and go on with your life, beloved. You know, this law, she had been gone on with her life. Do you know that she was actually addicted? Do you know that even though that she can go on with her life, her body still remembers all of the things that it was put through? Do you know that at any moment her body could respond to any kind of trigger or stimuli? And do you know that probably reading these stories triggered something in her body? So while she can go and heal, she can heal all she wants to, doesn't mean her body doesn't remember. The lady is not a victim. She was a willing participant. These are women. And it really is saddening, because if you go up as a willing participant and I give you a drink and you wake up hogtied with some nigga's dick in your mouth, were you a willing participant in that? And this thing where you act like because you give consent that at no time can you say, I'm done, the consent is over. So that means that because I consented to have sex with this person, that person is allowed to hogtie me and abuse me? Is that what you're saying? Because that's really sad. Girl, stop. You're a big part of the production. And then for Cassie to have to go to like an addiction specialist because she became addicted. She was under the influence so much that her body became dependent on the chemical that she was being injected with or drank. She was like technically a sex slave, y'all. And y'all keep saying willing participant, willing participant. I don't know. There's a lot of things that are happening, like her body, her mind, everything is like warped. Like would a willing participant be running down a hotel hallway with no shoes on? Does that look like a willing participant to you? And it's so sad that it's women saying this, but at the same time, there are women who help procure these girls, because hopefully you're teaching your daughters not to trust any man, right? But unfortunately, men know that no man should be trusted. So they ask women to help them, because you tend to trust a woman more. You should. But again, you have people like Ghislaine Maxwell or whoever was helping Puffy do whatever he called KK. Uh-huh. Would have been Capricorn, I'm sure. Capricorn worked for him for 11 years. She's the one let him talk her into sleeping with male prostitutes all because Diddy got money. She need to hold herself accountable. Stay off social media. Take your 30 million and rent out a villa on an island until this blows over. Cassie, I pray you heal. Remember, people, she's not innocent. Cassie, please, 10 years of baby oil, you probably helped stock. Sorry that happened, but go cry and roll around in that 30 million on top of your bed. And you know why people have this? Because they're already low, right? They're already low in the vibration. So they think that the fucking, the fighting, the money is going to make them happy because they're in survival mode. Not realizing that these people have all this money and they're harming people with it. They're using their money to harm people. And you're blaming their victims. It is so sad. It is really, really sad. I'm so tired of hearing about Diddy and all these other people too. I hope she serves as a cautionary tale. Everything that glitters ain't gold. So to ladies who want to get in this glamorous lifestyle, it comes with a cost. Baby oil, castor oil, cassie oil, it's all the same thing at this point. Girl, you get paid? Didn't you get paid? If she could say she was jealous of Miami out loud, because you being offended by jokes of a man that portrayed you as wild. Oh, you one of those, girl. I can't. Okay, let me go to the next story because I'm about to get belligerent. Um ugh. That looks gross. Tia Mowry reveals she pressed pause on dating. You really don't know why someone is dating you. Tia, please go back to Corey for the love of everything. Ain't nothing out there. Go back home, beloved, to the nothing ass nigga, right? As long as there's a nigga there, it doesn't matter. He can be a nothing ass nigga sitting on a bus stop, looking mad every fucking picture he takes with you. Go back home to him. Listen, I'm not famous. I don't have a lot of money, but this is so true. Men are users too. Best believe. Every time Tia speaks, it's about her dating life. This woman never really thought this thing all the way through, did she? I always thought it was weird that she was rushing into dating anyway. Her whole situation was just weird to me from the beginning. I don't wish dating as a celebrity on anyone. She's right. How do you know people's intentions when you're rich and famous? This is Tia Mowry. Okay, it's taking a break from the dating life. The actress who gives fans an up and close personal life on the WE TV reality series Tia Mowry, My Next Act, opened up about her experience when dating after divorce from Corey Hardrick. If you're able to look at it as just having fun, then it's fun. She told Us Weekly. You get to explore and experience someone new. It's also about self-discovery. You start to have an understanding of what it is that you want. Viewers will see Tia going on dates on her show, but she revealed after production wrapped that she decided to take a break from dating. I put a bit of a pause on dating at the moment because you don't really know why someone is dating you, she said. When it becomes very clear on why someone is dating you through their behaviors, it's disappointing. She continued, I've realized that some people are attracted because there was some sort of infatuation growing up. Oh, this is the girl from Sister Sister. It's like, nah, I want you to know me and love me when the makeup comes off. Still, she's not completely closed off. You have to kiss a lot of frogs to get to your prince, and then the nigga ends up at the end of the aisle after you done kissed the nigga and jumped off the cliff. He takes off his goddamn mask and it's a frog underneath it. Girl, you have to kiss a lot of frogs to get to your prince, and that could be exhausting at times. That's the reality of dating. As for what she wants in a partner, Mowry said, there has to be an awareness of their traumas and triggers. They have to have emotional intelligence, kindness, accountability, and love for oneself. She added, I'm not looking for someone perfect at all, but I do want a partner to be in therapy. And I do want my partner to be working on growth. I'm dedicated to becoming the person that I want to be. So I want my partner to be doing the work as well. And that sounds like probably why she broke up with her husband, because he wasn't doing the work. Because they don't think nothing is wrong with him. Right? Because you can think something is wrong with him and the next woman not know what's wrong with him and not listen to what you say is wrong with him and start dating him. How many people get a divorce and then dad is married again within a year and a half, 2 years, or in another relationship so quick, right? Because there's a line of women looking for any kind of man, and you was Tia Mowry's man. Oh, okay, cool. Doesn't matter. Even though I know she divorced you, why did your wife get a divorce? Oh, he'll probably say something was her fault and probably say it came out of nowhere and he was shocked and he didn't know that all of that. He didn't see it coming and all of that stuff. Girl. Girl. Tia, go back home, they said. They said go back home to that man, that miserable looking man. He looked mad all the time. Remember when they saw each other on the red carpet? That was funny. That was funny. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go as long as I can. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Okay, Tia Mowry, we're done. Russell Simmons failed to pay $3 million settlement to three women, including one who accused him of SA. Russell Simmons has yet to make good on his $3 million settlement he agreed to pay to three women for alleged personal physical injuries and sickness. He was supposed to pay $1.2 million to each journalist, Seal Lay Abrams, who accused him of R-ing her in 1994, and Sherry Abernathy. He also agreed to pay Wendy Carolina Franco $515,000. According to Variety, he agreed to make the payments by October 1st, but failed to do so. The settlement was entered in the New York County Supreme Court in November 2023, with Simmons including a confession of judgment. What does that mean? Including a confession of judgment? What does that mean? If the settlement defaults, the victims will receive an expedited means to get their judgments in New York court to begin collecting. It is not clear what led the parties reaching the settlement. What are your thoughts? And then, don't allow people to say, oh, they just want money. Yes, I do. I need to pay for therapy, and part of my therapy is taking trips. I need the money. Yeah, the same money used to abuse is going to be used to restore the victims, period. Somebody said rat in search of cheese. It's so nasty. It says explicit language. Saucy Santana goes off on Academics for calling him a silverback gorilla. Let's see. I'm gonna turn this up. Hold on.
It's dead 9:00 in the morning. You talking about you drunk, but what you doing on my page? You fat faggot. I told y'all let me find out you on my page. Get your morning wood off. Over here jacking off the Saucy Santana pictures. Cause how you found my page? How you on my story? Let's make it make sense. And who the fuck? How dare you ever? Silverback, bitch. You nickelback, quarter pounder, bitch. Let me tell you something, gorillas out. I really don't know what your obsession is with gays and bitches, but you have a problem. I used to think maybe you wanted to fuck Carisha, but now it's just evident you want to be Carisha. You want a pussy so bad, and I keep telling y'all that. Your dick already little. All they gotta do is split it open and tuck it back. I know the doctor. You want a nibble? You want a nibble so we can get you a brand new pussy? But if you get a pussy, you ain't gonna be able to jack your dick in my pictures no more. So you gotta choose. Let me know what we doing. I got you. You short sack of shit, jerk. It's
I'm glad he got him together. Why you in his comments? Let's read some of the comments. In high school, when the jock picked on the gay kid, well, it was flirting, right? All they got to do is split it open and tuck it back. I'm rocking with Saucy on this one. I literally hate Ock. They look alike. No, the fuck they don't. No, they don't. Academics looks literally like a yam. He's built and shaped like a sweet motherfucking potato. Yamkademiks is his name. Yes. He looked like Tom and Jerry. He looked like Jerry. Motherfucking when Erykah Badu said, "You look like Jerry, baby." We'll never unsee it. Somebody had to do it. He always got something to say about people, especially females. Santana not lying. Ak, you said you don't like gay people, so you would think you wouldn't bring it up, right? It's the ones that are always, when they're preoccupied, they want to know, baby. They want to know what it feels like, what that thing do, baby. They want to see what that thing do. Somebody's gonna shove it in you one day. Should shove it in your damn mouth. Wait till these two are at it again. Didn't Santana have him shaking his boots the last time? I'm staying out of this couple's business. Ak looks like Saucy without makeup. That's not true. Saucy Santana is not ugly. Academics is ugly. Sorry. He's not cute. And this picture is touched up and a little bit younger when he was younger. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Somebody said to Nicki Minaj went off. Girl, that was long. Oh my God. Somebody said only you could make your child's birthday about a man. Nicki Minaj came back and said too much for me to read. Girl, you went off. She's mad. Right. All of that. Exactly. Somebody said she's super bothered. Nikki doesn't sound unhinged to y'all. Something's off. I would have responded back if I would have responded back if I was a troll and said, I'm not reading that fucking book report. Damn, she didn't just hit a nerve. She struck her whole nervous system. Right. When I tell you you know how, girl, let me tell you something. Elon Musk, please put Twitter back to, change it to 240. 240. It used to be 140 characters. You have to have a way with words. You used to be able to have a way with words on Twitter to say what you want to say in 140 characters or less. That's the reason why I left Facebook, because they leave too much of a space for niggas to say dumb shit. And now it's on Twitter. Now it's just, you can go as long as you want to, say a bunch of shit, look dumb as hell, and then have said nothing at the end of it. That needs to be shrunk down to 140 characters. I'll give you 240. But when he took over Twitter, he changed it, and it's like, I guess you have to have like a subscription to have a longer, be able to type that long, but that's so stupid. That's so stupid. It's so dumb to me. Sorry. So dumb. I don't like it. Okay, let's see what else is happening. Girl, what is going on with John Amos? His body was cremated real fast. They said his family fears the actor was cremated to avoid any potential investigation into his death. Girl, that's crazy. I hate his death is surrounded by drama. He deserves better. Not saying what she claims isn't true, but if she was close to her father, she would have known when he passed. Her finding out with social media tells me they weren't close. I don't care what anyone says. You wouldn't be able to keep me from my actual family if we were close. What do you think is going on with that? Good. Von Miller receives a 4-game suspension after being accused of assaulting his pregnant girlfriend. You about to duplicate him, and he wants to kill you and harm you. That's your baby. That's your baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. NFL star Von Miller was hit with a 4-game suspension without pay following accusations that he assaulted his pregnant girlfriend last year. I remember. The league announced the suspension earlier today, October 2nd, though they didn't specifically cite the altercation as the reason for Miller's time away from the field. If you recall, 35-year-old turned himself into Dallas police back in November after his then pregnant girlfriend, Megan Denise, who he shares 2 children with, claimed she was choked and injured during a violent domestic dispute. No criminal charges were filed against the Buffalo Bills linebacker, and Miller was released shortly after detainment on a $5,000 bond. Miller has continued to deny allegations, previously stating that they were completely false. And that the situation was blown out of proportion. It does not appear that he's spoken publicly about his suspension at this time. It's amazing how all of these women are just claiming that men are harming them, and all of them are lying. All of them are fake. All of them. She's lying. She's lying. She's lying. She's lying. She's lying. She's lying. Everybody's lying. Everybody's lying. Everybody's lying. Everybody's lying on you. Again, and she keeps staying and getting pregnant. What the fuck is wrong with these men? He will always be putting hands on her. Maybe she'll leave him one day in a casket. I don't know how many times that she has to be in the news or he has to be in the news for assaulting her or whatever. I don't know. She's still getting pregnant by this man. He's been treating her awful since before the first baby was born, and now it's pregnancy number 3. So let me get this straight, because and you know what happens in these kind of abusive dynamics, when they feel like the woman is like, oh, like she's about to leave, they get closer and closer to you so that you can get pregnant again, and you have a baby. You have another baby. I don't know. I don't know. It's just really not worth it. Stay single, fellas. Right, because you're the victim in this. Same thing happened when she was pregnant with their first child. He's not going to change. Wait a minute. He always got that girl pregnant and always beating her, and she's always reporting it to the team. How many times has this happened? Someone said, again? What does she have on him? Because you made 2 kids with her. They got to go separate ways at this point. It's just an ongoing thing. She's laying beside him right now, probably pregnant again. Well, it should be more stop assaulting women. What if someone hit his mother, sister, aunt? They don't care. Hey, that's another thing y'all got to stop doing. Stop injecting like the children. Just stop saying, oh, what if it was your mama? What if it was your, you see these niggas, they be killing their mamas, killing their sisters. I mean, stop saying that. That doesn't move them. They don't see the humanity. A lot of them do not see your humanity at all, but want you to see their blackness at all times. And for generations, women have been following. It's literally patriarchy noir. Like, it is black ass patriarchy. You protect the man. Everybody else is lying. He's the one, and you're always protecting him. It's like you're creating organizations and this and that because how black men are being treated. They would have, I don't know, no organization that has been created by a man for women. It's always women creating something for women, for men, and hopefully they'll just be a byproduct of the overflow. No, they're not making no organizations for you. Y'all be marching and shit. Something happened to you. It's, oh, I got to see what the evidence says. I got to see everything first. We need proof. Proof? I just, girl, stop. Do you know how many people would be saying different things about Cassie had there been no video? They would be denying her experience had we not seen 10 seconds of her life with Puffy. Halle Berry in final negotiations to star in the opposite of Chris Hemsworth in an upcoming thriller, Crime 101. I can't believe women are fighting over Finesse 2 times. That monster. Angela Simmons discusses how she addressed her son's questions about his father's tragic passing. How are you going to explain that you're now dating a man who is in direct connection with the death of another rapper? How are you going to explain that to your son? Okay, I got to go. I'm going to go now. I have a blueberry muffin waiting for me. And I said I was going to do one video. This is 40 minutes of video. So we're going to go now. Hopefully y'all had a good time. I did too. It was fun. And take care of each other, protect your energy, and let's get down in the comments. Peace.